Africa should be rich because we are a very rich continent, huge continent. We have all these resources. So why are we poor? The answer was clearly the way we run our countries.
Hi, my name is Aissutu Bokum, and today we're going to be talking about Africa's biggest philanthropist and billionaire, Mo Ibrahim. His real name is Mohammed Ibrahim, and he is a Sudanese entrepreneur and philanthropist who founded one of Africa's largest cell phone companies and established the multi-million-dollar Ibrahim Prize for achievement in African leadership. Mo was born in Sudan in 1946. He grew up in Egypt, where he earned an engineering degree from Alexandria University.
I was born in Halfa in Sudan. My father worked in Egypt, so I grew up and did my schooling in Alexandria, Egypt. That's why I love the Mediterranean.
He returned to Sudan after graduation to serve as an engineer for Sudan Telecom, the state-owned phone firm.
I recall also fondly my late mother, who was very adamant that we focus on education. She has this obsession with education as the most important thing, and it is one way out of poverty.
In 1974, he moved to England to pursue a master's degree in electronics and electrical engineering at the University of Bradford, as well as a PhD in mobile communications at the University of Birmingham, where he also taught. In 1983, he left academia to become the technical director of Cellnet, later O2, which managed cellular operations for British telecommunications behemoth BT. Mo resigned in 1989 to start Mobile Systems International, a company that designed mobile networks.
I really could not cope with it. So I said, I need some people to work with me. We ended up with like 900 engineers, and we had 16 offices worldwide. We became the largest independent technology company in Europe.
He creates, develops, trademarks a software that goes on to be used by Motorola and Siemens. He never expected that something that he started in his dining room would be so successful.
Later in 2000, he sold the company to telecommunications giant Marconi for more than $900 million.
When we sold the company a few years later, some 33% of the shares were in the hand of my people, not the senior management, not myself, the hand of my engineers and software people, etc. And that was a great, wonderful experience.
Though still employed by Mobile Systems, Ibrahim agreed to solve the absence of a Pan-African mobile telephone network by establishing MSI Cellular Investments, later renamed Celtel International, in 1998.
All of Africa had about 3 million telephone lines at the time. This is landlines. We said, okay, what's going to happen? Africa really needs mobile communication. It is not the right technology to service Africa by using landlines. It's just too expensive and it cannot be protected. Mobile was really designed for Africa. That's the best place to use mobile communications.
In stark contrast to many African firms, he devised a business model that was based on the premise that no bribes would be offered or approved by him or his co-founders. Celtel grew rapidly to become one of Africa's leading providers of mobile communication services, serving more than a dozen countries and hundreds of millions of people. Ibrahim sold Celtel to MCT Kuwait for $3.4 million in 2005, but remained the company's chairman until 2007, when he stepped down from the board. Since then, he has devoted his efforts to combating corrupt leadership in Africa through the Mo Ibrahim Foundation, which he established in 2006 to promote better governance in African countries.
So he wanted to sacrifice his own money to serve these people of the continent.
And he makes a giant fortune. And he thinks, I don't need all of this. What'll I do with it? And again, he invests it in governance and this idea that if we reward people for doing the good things, we may not have to punish them for doing the bad.
The Ibrahim Foundation, led by his daughter Hadil, advocates for greater transparency through the Ibrahim Index, a ranking system for governing bodies, and began awarding the Ibrahim Prize in 2007 to African leaders who met the foundation's board's criteria. The Ibrahim Prize celebrates excellence in African leadership. It is awarded to a former executive head of state or government by an independent prize committee composed of eminent figures based on good governance, democratic election, and respect for term limits.
Because I thought that Mo was putting it at far too high a level. I mean, why have a prize, that is bigger than the Nobel Prize? And I said this to him, and he explained two things. He said, first of all, governance is beyond price. Good leadership and governance is beyond price. And secondly, Mary, in Africa, if you have a corrupt leader, they'll make far more than this prize.
We are looking for heroes, people who came and did the right thing and left, not because of the prize, because that is what they're doing. This is $5 million and $200,000 for life. So it's just enough to let people live decently and go on doing some good stuff for Africa. European leaders, American leaders, anybody, they become rich after they leave office actually, because every bank in the world wants them on their board. They go on the speech circuit, they make a lot of money. Our guys have none of this. So what do you do after office? If you are a good leader and clean, you leave an office, you are penniless.
At the time of its inception, the Ibrahim Prize was worth $5 million, spread out over a decade, plus a life stipend, making it the world's biggest individual prize.
Because he takes on leaders, sometimes in ways that surprises all of us.
Mo is the only African that I know that will come out and tell our leaders the hard truth. He's very fearless, and he always stands by what he said, because he always says the truth.
If we don't say what we think, what is our value? I think an African Nubian who tried really to be good to our people, to do something good. I don't know if I succeeded or not, but I think I'm trying.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Be brave. Be brave. Be brave.
Do you like this video? Do not forget to like and comment and share, and also subscribe, and also do not forget to click the notification bell to get more notification about videos that will be coming to you from EYEGAMBIA.